Hello everyone, my name is Paul. I'm your passive income expert. I'm here to teach you how to create and build passive income streams. And in this video is gonna be specially dedicated for those people who want to make money without talking to people, without speaking or opening your mouth, or without dealing with people completely. And so for doing that, you have to make money, obviously, but you have to make money without speaking to people, without talking to people, without communicating with people, without completely avoiding people from this life. And you have to finally make the money. And so there are multiple different ways by which you can do that. And this video is dedicated to those introverts who are afraid to speak to people, who are alone by themselves, who don't want to socialize, talk to people, and but still you wanted to make money, right? Because if you go for a job, you definitely have to have that communication skills with the people physically. You're able to see them, you're able to see their hands, see their eyes, see their face, and talk to them. And then if there is any problem or argument or, let's say, misunderstanding, then you know what's going to happen, what's going to be the fate of those people. And so if you are in a job, you are definitely going to have to speak with people, and you have to talk to people, and you have to figure out a way to please people in order to make money, right? It can be a manager, it can be a boss, or your employer. You have to satisfy that person in order to make money. And so most people who are introverts, I do believe that a job is not for you because it's not the right fit for your personality, and so you have to do something about it, right? You still need to make money to survive. And so here are some of the methods which I would highly suggest you to follow and implement. And after watching this video, you will be on your path to making money without ever dealing with people, alright? Nobody would come or enter into your life. You will be able to make money alone by yourself, and you can sit at your house in a room and you can make money, alright? And so without any further ado, let's get started and talk about the different methods by which you will be able to make at least $10,000 a month, folks, because things are going very expensive. People are not able to live with $5,000 a month in the United States. And so you really have to make at least $10,000 a month. And for doing that, I would ask you to practice and train yourself to do it, because most of the time you will be conditioned or brainwashed by the parents or society around to pursue a specific occupation or a job, and you're being trained to do a job or work for somebody else. But you have to have that self-discipline and the responsibility and self-accountability to work for yourself, because nobody's gonna help you out. You are your own boss when you're trying to make passive income, and if you're an introverted person. And so the first technique which I would suggest you to follow would be to sell digital products. And these digital products are going to be something which you created, alright? It's not promoting somebody else's product, but you have to create your own digital product. And for doing that, you have to create and put in all the effort once and create it, and you have to sell it forever. So create the product once and sell it forever. That will help you to make passive income. And apart from that, you can also create ebooks, online courses. Obviously, you can create Notion templates, Excel sheets, printables, and design packs. And these are going to be really helpful for you to, go ahead and put all your creations in platforms like Etsy and eBay, and you can make money out of that. You can also put in platforms like Gumroad, Payhip, and Etsy, and you can also put in Ko-fi. All right. So this is going to be fully passive, and it's no communication is required. You can easily make the product, and you don't have to speak with people or deal with people, and you still be able to make money. And it's 100% automated, right? It's fully automated. You just have to create the product once, digital product once, and upload it in the platform, and you have to promote it. That's it. Marketing is required. You can market in Facebook groups or even Instagram. You can DM and ask people to buy the product. And you can also create online courses, folks, because this has the highest profit margin. People are getting like 97% profit margin if after creating online courses they upload it in Teachable or Skillshare or Udemy or in their own website. They have their freedom and control over the pricing, and so most of them they upload it in their own website. But I request you to first start off uploading your courses in other platforms where they do the marketing for you, and you're able to get the initial students. And once you have an audience, then you can promote your own website. But you can teach what you know. You don't have to have a complete understanding of the subject. You can take up courses, learn something new, acquire some skills, and then teach it and share it with other people. And also you have to record once and sell repeatedly what you recorded on platforms like Udemy, Teachable, Skillshare, and so on. So one-time effort, but lifetime payment, right? So thousands of students can enroll passively through the courses, and you don't need to show your face. Screen recordings might also work too, and so you can also put down some screen recordings. You don't have to show your face on these online courses, and you will be able to make a lot of money. People are making tens and thousands of dollars, and it's going to be really helpful, folks, to be able to do that. And the third way would be YouTube automation. So this means faceless channels, all right? So faceless channels where you don't show your face, but you hire a video editor, a thumbnail designer, a voice artist, and you create the complete video by using other people's expertise, and you upload that video on a channel without showing your face. And so you can make complete YouTube automation, and that is also one of the best ways for introverts who don't want to show your face or speak on camera. You can also do that. And so making YouTube videos without showing face or even talking to the camera. And you can use AI voiceovers. Nowadays, these AI voiceovers are making a lot of progress. They're making sure that they are able to speak like a human being, real human being with emotions and feelings. And so the model has improved a lot. And so I would say you can use AI voiceovers and stock footages. You can ask Sora AI to generate those videos. And you can also use Google's AI Studio to generate high quality videos and images, and you can also use ChatGPT and by OpenAI, Grok 3 as well. You can also make these slides through AI, the videos through AI, and you can, but you have to add your own value, alright folks, because if it's completely AI generated, YouTube's terms and service actually will not accept, because it has to add some educational value from your side. So you have to add some value, otherwise it will not work. So you really need to figure out the way to focus on a specific niche, okay? It can be finance, for example. This niche is about making money without talking with people. That is my niche. And so you really have to figure out whether it's motivation, luxury, or facts, or reviews, or technology, or shopping, or beauty. You just have to figure out a niche and stick to that. You have to monetize it with advertisements, right? It's a faceless YouTube channel, so you can create multiple faceless YouTube channels, and you can earn money through advertisements, affiliate marketing, sponsorships, brand deals, and you can have high income potential, especially if you're targeting US or developed countries. And so if you're targeting United States, you're gonna get paid more. And if you're targeting some other poor country, like I'm not naming the country, but you know what I'm talking about, you have to stick to either UK, US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand. And so these countries are gonna make sure that there are highly educated people and people who are having a lot of money. And so money makes even more money. And so you have to figure out a way to target people from developed countries. And the fourth way, which I would suggest you to follow, would be affiliate marketing. It's very simple. You have a product of somebody else, okay, or a product from Amazon or a product from any other website where you have you're earning commissions for referring that product to somebody else, like 10%, 15%, 20% commission. So you can promote products through your blog, Pinterest, or YouTube, or email lists which you have, or you can also earn commission when someone buys using your link. Okay, it has to be your own link which has to be generated, and so there is no inventory required. You don't have to have a physical warehouse or inventory to manage and handle the product, and no customer support is required. Just link, promote, and earn. Okay, you have a link, you just have to promote that link, and you are getting the commissions for every sale which is made through that link. And so you can do that. You can make sure that you're earning at least $10,000 a month in passive income. All right, folks. And the fifth method would be stock videos and footages which you have, or illustrations which you create. So you can also make sure that you take up some photographs, take some videos, and put it in these stock footage websites. Like, for example, Adobe Stock, Pixabay, Pixels, Shutterstock, and all of these websites are going to be helpful when it comes to making you passive income. You just have to put all your creations which you have created, or the shoots which you have taken, you just have to upload your art or photos to these platforms, and you're going to make a lot of money doing that. People are making a lot of money doing that, and so you can also do that. And the sixth way would be Amazon KDP, or you can say Kindle self-publishing, and that would be by writing ebooks. You can write ebooks just like online courses. You just have to write a book, okay? And this book can be something which you really love to write about, a specific topic of your interest. It can be through planning and researching about that topic and dedicating a book for your audience specific to your niche. And so you can write ebooks, journals, planners, or low-cost books or low-content books. Even it can be like 50 to 100 pages. And you can upload in Kindle Direct Publishing, right? KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing. And Amazon prints and ships for you. Amazon takes care of the printing and it's going to ship it for you. And there is no customer service, global reach, and long-term royalties, right? You're gonna get royalties for every book sale, and it's gonna continue to generate money for a long time, because as long as your book is available on Amazon or any other book selling platform, you're gonna make royalties. And so you can do that. And the seventh way by which you can make passive income as an introvert is by AI content assets. Alright, so what do I mean by AI content assets here is you can build AI generated blogs, books, journals, or tools, and you can use ChatGPT, Midjourney, or other tools to produce value, and you can monetize through ads, products or lead magnets. You can do that by utilizing AI content assets, right? So these AI content assets are completely AI generated, but you can make money out of those AI generations. And so it's very scalable. You can scale it because AI is replaced you, and you can also have zero human contact, and that way you're able to make money without even dealing with people whatsoever. Okay, you have to completely avoid all toxic people from your life, and you have to focus only on your goal. And if your goal is to make $10,000 a month in passive income, then keep watching this video, because the eighth method which I would suggest you to follow, it would be to invest in dividend stocks or index funds. All right, because if you put your money to work for you, you're gonna make a lot of money, and so you have to put your money to work and receive passive dividend income. So you can use apps like the Robinhood. Okay, if you're in the United States, Robinhood is going to be a popular app where you can invest in dividend stocks and index funds, and it's 100% passive, but you have to have that money, right? And so if you don't have money, then do not have to do that. But I feel like there is no active effort which is required. You just have to invest smartly. So you have to have that smart investment so that you are able to make profit out of your investments. You are having a higher return on investment. And the ninth method which I would suggest you to follow would be to make and sell mobile apps or games, because you can build apps and tools now easily. You don't need to have a programming knowledge or a coding background to be able to build applications. You can use platforms like no-code platforms like Adalo, Glide, or Flow. Okay, Adalo, Glide, and Flow are going to help you out. You can monetize with ads or in-app purchases. You can create some products to sell on those apps, and you can monetize those apps through advertisements, and you can make a lot of money doing that. And there is going to be no customer support required, because once the app is being built and published, you're going to make money after connecting to the ads. And so you can automate autonomously once launched. Okay, nobody's gonna know about you. You can be able to completely run it anonymously and autonomously, and this makes it much more easy for you to hide your identity when it comes to making money and stay anonymous. Nobody will know about how much money you're making, and so that is a very good thing if you want to safeguard yourself from other people. And so the last and the final way to be able to make passive income as an introverted person would be to create niche websites and blogs. Because once you create websites and blogs and then, connected with advertisement tools, you will be able to make a lot of money through ads. So write helpful articles, rank it on Google search using SEO techniques, and you're gonna earn from display ads like Google AdSense or through affiliate links, and this is gonna be making a lot of progress in terms of your revenue, and you're gonna make a lot of money because no interaction is required here. It's long-term assets and monetize traffic forever. You can monetize traffic forever as long as you're producing good quality content on your website. And so these are one of the best ways. Obviously, these are the 10 ways which I would suggest you to do in order to have no meetings, no clients, no toxic people, and no calls, and you will be able to make money without speaking with people, without dealing with people, without even revealing your own identity. You don't have to reveal yourself. You will be able to make money without even people knowing about how they're making money. So that's why it is important for you to practice and follow through the tips and methods which I've talked about in this video, so that you can see the results for yourself and see the transformation take place. Right? It's not going to happen immediately. You have to wait, because transformation takes time. And so you really have to practice your qualities, your values, your morals, your habits, which you basically do, and then figure out whether those habits are making you money. And if they're not making money while you sleep, you are broke. You are not going to escape the rat race, escape from working and doing things which other people are doing. If you want to stop doing what other people are doing and start doing what you want to do, then you have to have that control and freedom. And only money gives the freedom and control for you to do anything that you want and walk away from people and situations which you don't like. So if you have a toxic job, if you don't like your job, if you hate your job, and if you want to fire your boss, then the best way to do that is by making more money than your boss. And so once you reach that state where you're able to make 2 times more money in passive income than your active income, then you can fire your boss and do what you love to do. But before that, you still need to make sure that you have consistent amount of money coming in every single month, and you're not depending on somebody else for your survival. Not your parents, not your friends, not anybody else, not your siblings, not your cousins. You are making money by yourself, all right? And so once you reach that stage, that's when you get true independence and freedom to make your own decisions. And so try to understand that the system itself is designed to make people broke, miserable, and poor for the rest of their life, and be a slave to somebody else. So if you want to be your own boss and not be a slave, then you have to be responsible for your own life. You have to take action and have to see the results. And results will not come immediately. It takes time, and that's the beauty of time. Time is what's going to make you money. And so you really have to wait patiently to get the results, but guess what? You're going to make a lot of money, more than your boss, more than your employer, more than the manager who is working in the company, because that manager himself doesn't have the self-discipline to work for himself, and that's why he's working a job. So the people who are working for like big corporations, or people who are working for a lot of company which has a lot of money, is because they want the money. They do not like the job. They're doing the job for the money. And so they do the job which they hate, and ultimately come back home having no time or energy left to work on their dreams. And ultimately they blame the system, but the system has to be completely changed. But there is no way you can change the system. The thing that you can change is your own body and mind. You can change yourself so that you'll be in the top 0.1% of people, and you will be able to do things which the 99.9% of people are not willing to do and not able to do. And so skills pay the bills, and I'm talking about it very frankly because at the end of the day, people chase after money, but they don't realize that skills are the one which obviously helps you to make a lot of money. Even if you're thrown in the streets, there is nobody else to help you out. You will be able to make a lot of money if you have skills. If there is a war or emergency situation or medical emergency, you will be able to make money using your brain, and your brain is able to think and solve problems. Then it's going to make money. But you just have to be a good problem solver. You really have to think why things are happening the way they are happening, and you have to make sure that you're taking steps closer towards reaching your goal, and you're not distracted, or you're not really paying attention to things which are not making you money, right? And so you have to pay attention and completely focus on things which are making you money, and do activities which would only make money, okay? And so that way it solves a lot of problems, and money is going to help you solve a lot of problems, and it's going to be helping you stay away from toxic people, from people who obviously don't want you to succeed, right? Your enemies. And so that way you will be able to do what you love to do and what you want to do, and die without having any regrets whatsoever. The biggest regret of people who are dying is that they left the opportunity to make passive income. Alright, they avoided making passive income. They've solely focused on one stream of income, that is their job. And if they're getting paid, let's say $3,000 a month to $5,000 a month from their job, and they're okay doing that, they're making $60,000 a year, and they're not making any progress to make additional income streams. And so that's the reason why they don't have a backup option to rely on or depend on in case of war or emergency situations like a medical emergency. And so they're relying on health insurance, or there are a lot of insurance for life. So life insurance, health insurance, term insurance, and so on. But these insurances are from people, and you need people to save another people. So human beings save another human being, but ultimately it's all human beings, right? And so human beings are not capable of many things, and we have to realize and understand the fact that we are just human beings, we are not God. And so it is important for us to work on the right thing at the right time and the right moment and get the right results. And so for you as an introvert person who don't like to talk to people, these methods are going to be helpful for you to really figure out a way to make money without talking to people, without dealing with people, without even without even encountering people from your life. You can be completely isolated and you can make money. And so this way there will not be anybody knowing about how much money you're making. It's completely anonymous. You don't have to reveal yourself, and you can make money without revealing your identity. And that's what makes this even more special, even more important for you, and it's gonna make you really happy and satisfied. After the end of your paycheck, you will be able to see yourself making more money than the people who are doing a job. And I'm gonna wish you all the best. If you have any questions, leave down in the comment section. I'll be glad to answer it. And if you're trying to build additional income streams along with your job, then also make sure that you hit me up, and I'll get back to you, and I will suggest you some methods or strategies for you to really figure out a way to make additional income with this 24 hours which you have. Alright, so this way you will be able to make sure that you're making more money than other people, and you are able to make passive income and not active income where you're trading your time for dollars. And so I wish you all the best. Make sure that you are able to implement whatever is being told in this video. Try to practically apply it to see the transformation in your life, because if you don't apply it, you wasted your time. And if you wasted your time, you're never gonna get it, and you have lost some part of your life. And so it is important for you to do the right thing, and the right thing right now is to take action and get up and do the things which I've told you, so that you can see the transformation and make sure that you are able to make more money and than what you made before, and you are able to completely be happy and satisfied at the end of your life and have no regrets whatsoever when you die. Because a lot of people have a lot of regrets after they die. And so before they die, they think about, okay, what are some of the things which I can do with my life? I don't want you to regret any of your decisions. You have to take the right decision, logical decision. Ask yourself several times why you're taking that decision. You have to take decisions based on the future consequences of those decisions. So you should not take decisions based on other people, based on what you feel would be the best way. You have to think about all possible worst case scenarios that could potentially happen when taking that decision. And so right now, if I ask ChatGPT for the worst case scenarios that could happen, like what if things go wrong, then it's gonna tell all possible ways which things go wrong. And I just have to avoid those things, and I'll be happy because I've avoided. Prevention is better than cure. And it is going to be preventing some of those worst case scenarios from happening. And to do that, you really have to avoid toxic people from your life. You just have to eliminate people who are rude, arrogant, who are, extravagant. You can say people who are obnoxious, dork, and who really don't have any idea what's going on in this world and what is going to happen after they die. And so that's why it is important to take the right decision at the right moment. And if you don't know what's going on in this world, then that's fine. But you have to realize why the world works the way it does and why people do what they do. And once you understand that most people are slaves to somebody else, and you realize that if people want to live in this world, they have to earn money to survive. And then you realize that money is the foundation for survival, and if you don't have money, you can't survive, and that is a system. Unfortunately, it's all a curse, and we have to live in this world. But hopefully we'll have a better life after we die. But we are having this world, which is obviously we are forced to live in this world, and you're living in this world. But I don't blame you. But what I blame is that these people who are there are taking advantage of this system, and they're trying to completely avoid the truth. Okay, they're lying, they're deceiving, they're cheating, they're abusing. And if you want to go forward and go with them, by all means you can go with those people. But I want you to stay away from toxic people who are going to destroy your life, people who are going to completely kill you and destroy your life and sabotage you completely. You don't have to do that, okay? You don't have to deal with those people. You don't have to put yourself in those situations or places. And so as an introverted person, I really ask you to do what pleases God, alright? Do what pleases God and not what pleases man, because human beings are not going to judge you after you die. Only God is going to judge you, and you have to make sure that your actions, words, thoughts are able to satisfy God. And so if you do that, I think you will be more happy and satisfied at the end of your life, and you will have no regrets whatsoever, because ultimately you lived in this world not for you, not for other people, but you lived for God. And so God is going to give something permanent which nobody can steal or take away or destroy. And so that's going to be permanent, and you can have whatever you want if you ask God. And so I really wish you and take the right decision. And the right decision for you to take is to follow the instructions and make sure that you're able to get the results that you wanted, the outcome that you wanted, the transformation that you wanted. And you will transform your life completely if you take action, all right? If you don't take action, you are going to be the same person, and there will not be any improvement, no progress, no growth, nor no development in your life, and you're gonna be the same person. So you have to decide what you want to do, and you just have to take action in the right direction, which will lead to the right destination. And I really wish you all the best. Thank you so much for watching this video.